What's up, everybody? Ryan here, District Cutlery. Today I want to quickly discuss Pakistani Damascus chef knives. Okay, this is for the buyer and the professional sharpener out there. You have to know how to identify these. So the story goes, they look great. They're Damascus steel. This is for the lay person who doesn't know. You know, they'll see them out on the table at a convention or whatever. Gun shows are hot places to sell these. So they look great. They're like layers of Damascus steel. It's actually full Damascus. It's actually got they've got like mosaic pins, some bone handle right in there. But they're just like, to the trained eye, there's just something off about them. All right, like generally there won't be a stamp. Okay, this one does have a stamp. So someone probably, what the story goes, someone either bought the blanks, then put the handle on, the bolster on. Actually, probably maybe just put the handle on and then put a stamp on it, or he just bought all these blanks and and all of these knives, put his stamp on it, and then said, "Hey, I made these knives." And I think this customer maybe said he paid like $80 to $100 each for these, which is another red flag. If any like respectable maker is going to make a full Damascus blade with horn in a horn stag handle. Oh, this is bone. I'm sorry, bone handle. There's no way they're gonna charge $100. This is like $1,000 knife, most likely. Another thing is this hollow grind. Okay, they've got this cheap hollow grind here, and they put in these little grooves and these grinds just to make it look fancy. All right, there's something about them. The steel itself, and why I generally don't sharpen these. You know, we used to, but now we sort of just have learned a little bit. Nobody knows what these are made of, okay? I call them literally the hot dogs of knives. It's like the mystery steel and metal that's in here. It could be like hubcaps, bumpers, whatever, sewer caps, sewer drains, and they're getting all that stuff, probably drawing billets out and forging it. We've done some lead tests on these. I guess there was a deep Reddit rabbit hole about Pakistani knives somehow containing lead. We'll rub a cheap, lead test on there, and generally it will show positive. I don't think there's maybe lead in it. I don't know, but they might be quenching their blades to harden them in lead, which isn't uncommon. It's kind of weird, but it's just the way it is. So that's another reason. Even if they don't have lead, the fact that like I can put this test on in front of the customer is enough for me not to work on them. I don't want to be grinding these or even be around these things. So it's the hard truth. If you're a sharpener and you have a customer that's dropping these off and say, "Oh, I got these great Damascus blades," you have to be able to identify it so you can tell the customer. It's the hard truth. You just got to tell them, like, look, these are definitely probably just made in Pakistan with multiple unknown types of metal and steel. They're probably sharp. They're probably hardened to like 40 Rockwell or something like that. Just something super soft. And that they probably got ripped off. And they're going to appreciate your honesty. They're going to be butthurt at first, probably, some of them. But it's because if they feel dumb that they kind of fell for this and they got scammed. Okay? So you can either put a lead test in front of them if you want for the customer, or, just why you also want to tell them is that if you don't inform them of the quality of the steel, you're going to sharpen them up. They're going to get them back, and they're not going to perform very well because it's not legit like hardened steel. It's just a softer steel that looks really cool with this big fat edge geometry, which isn't going to perform. So if you don't let them know, all they're going to know is that you stink at sharpening knives because they don't know anything about what's Pakistani Damascus. They don't know anything of this. They just think they got the nicest knife set in the world from like Uncle Bob down at the local gun show. And they're just going to look at you like you stink at sharpening. So, Pakistani Damascus, even sometimes it like has a smell. It'll rust real easy. There's just it's like a bizarro world knife where like the handle's not fitted properly. All right, this tang is sticking out. The bolster is just like, the grind is just sort of amateur hour. And it's weird because like there's obviously craftsmen over there that are forging their own Damascus, and they're probably working that power hammer, and like, if they probably had access to better materials, I'm sure they could make a great knife, but it's just, as of now, they don't. So just beware. Hey, buyer beware, Pakistani Damascus, and sharpener beware to tell your customers that, it might not be worth sharpening them. Okay, I'm not telling you not to do the work. you want to make your $10 or whatever, go for it. But as long as you inform your customer that it's probably not going to hold an edge. Okay, so think of it. If you want that $10 right away, or you want that customer to appreciate your honesty, and they come back and say, "Hey, that guy, that guy kind of like told me the truth about my knives. It was probably hard for him to be so honest about it, but I respect that. The customer respects the truth." So, okay, so Pakistani knives. Customers, stay away from them. Sharpeners, try to stay away from them. Do them if you want, but again, beware. Pakistani Damascus. Thanks everybody for watching. Like, share, subscribe, is that everything? And stay sharp, everybody. Short and sweet. 5 minutes.